Bring a death is get a PlayStation. AMC is a penny stock. Should be what? Only saying that because of your reaction video. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I probably shouldn't read that comment out loud, but yeah, that reaction video. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I hear he has some sort of a response after it did hit higher numbers, so I want to see that. But yeah, we'll figure that out. Let me go live over here, make sure everything is fine and dandy. I gotta switch the account. 11 people watching over there. Thank you for watching. Anybody watching over here, I appreciate it. Anybody that's doing anything to support my channel or any channels, it really helps me out. This one I'm really trying to grow to, 4,000 watch hours. I think we're at like 3,000 or 2,000, 2,700. It's really tough to get watch hours with a shorts channel because they're all short videos. They're all less than a minute long. Whoops. Yeah, let's do that. And let's also change this to, there we go. Perfect. All right, we got 19 people over here. We got 45 people over here. I appreciate it. 2K subs, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for getting me to that point. Now AMC is worth 20 fundamentally. I think it might be worth a lot more than that as we start to see this grow. First, hello, good morning. What's Starbucks at? I haven't checked it. I'll have to look at it. Golden Girl says formed with AMC. Really? So, let's see. Right now, AMC is taking a little bit of a hit, down to about $44.41. It's still up, $1.32 or 3%. It was overdraft fees be killer. Yeah, I understand. I gave my neighbor my GMC pick or GME pickup yesterday. GMC pickup yesterday. Him and his wife. Oh, okay. Like your pickup, like the car. I thought you were talking about like GME, but you spelled it wrong. But GMC pickup. Him and his wife came from South America. Nicest people and the best neighbors. I love helping people. Yeah, I mean, we had our neighbors move out. The couple that had 9 kids and they have a YouTube channel. If you want to check out their channel, definitely check it out. The link will be on my channel. So if you go to my channel, you'll be able to see theirs. I think it's the Family Young Vlogs. They're at 100+K subscribers. So they've been doing it for a little bit. Looks like AMC is starting to pick up. Yeah, it was picking up a lot more. And now you're starting to see it pull back a little bit. So we got 73 people in here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of this. What do you think of Churchill Capital, Lucid Motors hype? I mean, I think it's good to get any type of news. I hope it's not, any type of news that will just like go over your head. I haven't seen the hype behind it because I've been mainly focused on AMC, but I would imagine it's going to be good. Any type of news, if it's a rumor, it might be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. So I don't know what's good with that, what's happening with that. I got excited yesterday for the stock, wondering what you think was the main reason for a 25% up. Well, we did see a little bit of covering going on, but once we start to see something green, we see a lot of FOMO buying going on. I know that they overshorted the position. So when they start to overshort the position, you start to see shares that get returned a little bit. Now, it didn't really show too much in the in Ortex data, but I did want to look at Fintel, which I haven't had a chance to look at yet. It did show in the Ortex data. I'm not seeing any updates right now, but let's actually bring up Fintel really quick. Let me bring this over here. Fintel shows about 26% short yesterday. Sorry, that's a lie. Still 34% short. They still shorted 56.6 million shares out of 165 million. So they're obviously shorting, a lot. They shorted more than they did on the day where we had 190 million shares go through. So they were definitely shorting quite a bit yesterday, and we still seen a run up. That means that we had maybe some bigger players that were buying up positions. What do you think AMC went up because they agreed to open 2 of the most grossing theaters in Los Angeles? It's possible, but I don't think news is just going to make that move. I think it's more or less, and actually some news. When you actually have news that factors into it, you have institutions that feed off that news. So that might be a good point. And just like I said, you might have had some bigger players and bigger buyers buy into the position to drive the price up and to get in on the action while they were still shorting 56.6 million or 34% of the actual stock, which is crazy to say that we went up 24% and they shorted 34% of the stock of the not the overall stock, of the total volume for the day. Today is the day AMC going to 200. That's what I like to hear. One of these days it's going to hit. I'm confused. How are you going live on YouTube shorts video? And I'm what? Am I on the scale or something? I'm going live on both of them. I have my phone and I have my my computer here, so I can go live on both of them. You can actually be live on 3 channels from what I read. You can be live on 3 channels at once, as long as they are, like different, if that makes sense. So this one is just up close and personal of me just having a conversation with you guys, and the other one, obviously, you have a lot of the detail in the background. So is it good to move my assets from Robinhood to Fidelity? If you want to, I think Fidelity has more security, and it's better customer service. I think you can easily contact someone to understand exactly what's going on and why something may be restricted, if it is restricted, which I haven't seen them restrict many things. Oh, cool video dynamic. Thank you. Green screen equals AMC is green. That's good. I guess red screen equals AMC is red. Is that what you're going with? I heard, let's see, left AMC super green this morning. So is AMC left or right? AMC is on the right. So we're seeing this actually make a move down right now. So this looks a lot worse than what it is because the scale is a lot larger. But, GME is sitting at about 1%. AMC is sitting at about 2.8% up. It was at a high of 4%. It did end up, resisting multiple times at 45. So that might be a point to where we need to break through today, is 45. And hopefully we do see that. That would be amazing. Bitcoin is moving. That's good to hear. I haven't actually seen exactly where it's at. Yeah, it's up to 31K. You're seeing Ethereum that's up to 1,900. Ethereum Classic that's up to 42. Litecoin that's up to 113. XRP is making a little bit of a move. It's up 6%. Dogecoin is up 6% or 7%, getting back up to that 19-cent mark. Can we see it kind of reverse a lot of these lower highs and lower lows? If we can see that, then It'll be good. ZOM, you're saying ZOM is going up? Let's look at ZOM. Zomedica is up to 66 cents, which is good. I obviously hold at 90 cents, so I want this to move up a lot more. I need to drop some so I can pick up some options. Yeah, I hear you. You always want it to drop. Some people just wanted to make a move in the opposite direction. Matt knows I'm right. When it goes to 200, he's going to get 1 million subscribers. We all going viral. I don't know about that. I think other people will get 1 million subscribers before me. I'm just happy to I'm happy that I got to 100K subscribers. If you guys can get me to 150, that would be amazing as well. But in due time, I mean, it's okay. Hello, Papa Ape, Oscar here again, like all the mornings. Asked you yesterday about the squeeze before August, my birthday. What do you think now? 5K? I don't, like I said, I don't know if the squeeze will happen. I'm not gonna tell you that the squeeze is gonna definitely happen right now. The only thing I can say is that we are definitely moving in the right direction overall. As of the moment, we're not moving in the right direction. I would like to see it break past 45, break past 50. That's what I'm looking for that to do. But at the moment, we're not really making that move. But overall, we're making a decent move up, and I hope that we see another positive day today. That's what we need. And what's crazy is the fact that we still are seeing them short 56%. So it's making me think that the only reason why it went up yesterday was because we had a big player on the table. And what's going to happen today is, and I don't want to be, the bearer of bad news in any way, I think we might see a little bit of a dip. So I hope that we don't. I hope that we see something really, really big. And yes, it is early to say that and see that. So I'm just, making just a wild prediction here and not saying what my full prediction is going to be. I hope we have something a lot bigger. We break past 50, we break past 60. I would love to see all of that. And like Devin says, we get to 200 today. That's what I would like to see. Morning, Matt. Good morning, Kriegs. How are you doing? Got to get in with good spots. Yes, you do. Big day for crypto. Crypto is moving just a little bit, not a huge amount, but it is moving. Dogecoin's back up to 19 cents, which is something I like to see. I wish I would have been able to buy more, but I didn't have any money available. It always happens on the time periods when I have to, like the paying bills part of the month, because all my money that comes in gets usually gets put right into different places in the market, whether it's a Roth IRA, 529 accounts, long-term accounts, short-term accounts. That's where it ends up getting put into. And then when it comes to, paying bills, I obviously have to put all the money towards bills. Nothing gets put into investment accounts. Do you have plans on collaborating with any other AMC YouTubers, and which one do you follow? So, no, I don't have any plans on doing that. I'm not really like a collaboration person. I'm not really one of those people that loves to collaborate with people. I mean, I like to talk to people, but I'm very introvert, so it's something where I always try and end the conversation a lot quicker than what a normal person would, So it's something where I don't really see myself collabing with any other YouTuber. I don't consider myself just an AMC YouTuber. I consider myself, a person that loves personal finance, investing, credit cards, all of that stuff. And I don't just consider myself, and I understand where you're coming from. I talk about AMC a lot. It's just because that's what people want to hear. That's what people want to get a understanding of. But I talk about a lot of things, investing, a lot of things, day trading, swing trading, personal finance wise, budgeting, all of that stuff. I just haven't had a chance to make those videos because a lot of those things aren't really popular right now. So, but I understand where you're coming from. My dear friend, a question. Can you explain me how the borrowed shares work. Interest in shorts. Uh, Understanding when I see Ortex. So basically, with the borrowed shares, when you look at Ortex and you look at the borrowed shares, they basically, this doesn't mean that they are shorting the position. This means that shares are borrowed for some reason, right? We understand that they're the people that are borrowing the shares, we are seeing them short the position, but this doesn't mean that they actually shorted the position. So when you see this at 1.9 million, that doesn't mean 1.9 million shorts went through that day. That means that they borrowed 1.9 shares to short maybe on a future date. When they return those shares, that obviously means that you have a massive amount that is, returning the borrowed shares. So whether they're covering their shorts or whatever. So that's majority of what you would see here, and it doesn't mean that this is the shorting volume. So when you see this at 1.9 and you see this at 10 million shares returned, that means that they did return shares, but it doesn't mean that they're not shorting, because they could have borrowed 10 million a day before or 20 million a day before that. And what you're going to see is when you go into Fintel, you're going to see the amount that they actually shorted on that day. So it's a different look when you look at Fintel and you look at Ortex, which I believe you can probably find a method on how much they actually shorted in that day. But you look at this and you're going to see 56.6 million shorted shares in one day, even though Ortex may tell you that they only, borrowed 2 million shares. So that's what that essentially means. You don't have to take this to heart. The only thing I like to understand is how many shares are they borrowing, just because I want to know if I literally took day by day how many shares they borrowed, you would be able to get to the point of how many shares they have left in order to short. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I'm going with there. Yeah, guys, drop a like. We got 38 people over on the MP Shorts channel. I appreciate you guys. And we have 303 over on the Matthew Perry channel. You guys are amazing. Everybody that's here, guys, hit the like button. We have 60 or 78 likes. So, do best way to take it from Grandma Ape. Volume is pretty good today on AMC. Hopefully, we get more apes aboard. Yeah, I mean, let me actually check what the volume is. I haven't seen that. So yeah, the volume right now at 6 o'clock is already 300,000, and that's only in Webull. So I would imagine the volume in Fidelity is a lot higher. But yeah, 107 likes. Thank you guys for getting me to that point. I appreciate it. It's going to be a good day. Yes, it is going to be a good day. How was golf yesterday? It was actually really good. We ended up shooting. It's a 2-person scramble. It wasn't our best game. We had a couple of bad shots, but we did have some recovery shots. I hit some great putts, a really long putt actually, and had a couple of iron shots that were very close to the pin. Too bad they weren't on the par threes. The easiest par three that we had yesterday, we scored the worst score on. I think we had a lone bogey there, but we ended up shooting one over, so we had that lone bogey. And I love 4-person scrambles. It makes it so easy. We usually shoot under par when we have that, but that's not the case. That wasn't the case yesterday. Speaking of that, I have to talk to my father-in-law to switch up the teams so that um, we're playing with 2 other people in the family, and we want to switch up the teams because I've been playing with my father-in-law for the last. Don't take that out of context. I've been playing golf with my father-in-law for about what was it 3 weeks in a row. So I would rather switch up the teams with some other family members. Yeah, definitely drop a like. Should the green screen? Wait, you should green screen a beautiful background behind you, like Bahamas, Hawaii, or yeah. I wish I could. I could do it on TikTok, but I can't do it on YouTube. So maybe that's something we could. I came out of nowhere. Schwab has 627,000. That's really good. Really, really good. Fidelity pre-market opens at 6 Central. Matt, holy crap. Are we at the beginning of the short squeeze? About to cry, bro, of happiness. Yeah, I don't, I mean, we are still at the beginning of the short squeeze, but I don't believe we're going to see this take off yet. I really hope we do. This is not something that's 100% predictable, but I hope so, because I still have my call options, and I would love to see those call options make tons of money there, so that I could put more into other levels. That's what I'm looking for. What time does Fidelity let you trade in the pre-market? I think it's 6. I'm not 100% sure. I want an AMC dip today. I need more shares. Is that weird or selfish of me? Sort of selfish, but it's okay. I understand where you're coming from. That came out of nowhere. What came out of nowhere? I don't know what came out of nowhere. Your brother golfs too? No, it's my brother-in-law. I want my brother to golf, but he doesn't. He played like basketball and football, and it really hasn't looked into golf. But I feel like he would like it if he started to play it. Everybody who plays golf, for some reason, once you start playing it, you're like, this is amazing. Even though it costs a lot to play, because you have to go to driving ranges and all that, you can't really, unless you have a simulator in your garage. It costs a lot to basically practice and all that. Why can't Bill Gates throw in $1 billion? Because I don't know. I would love if they did that. Matt, did you ever do videos on options? Yes, I did do a video on options that I have to get fully uploaded. I have about 50 something minutes of it edited, and I still have to do the other portion of it. It's just taking me a while to edit it. It was a 2-hour video, and right now, so far, I dialed it down to about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I'm looking to get that under maybe 1 hour 15. That would be great, but we'll see how that plays out. But I'm going to be uploading that. I think I'm going to be uploading that on the MP Shorts channel, or the Perry Experience channel, as a podcast, because it's so long. And then I'll push that over here to make sure everybody understands where we're coming from, the overall conversation with options, and then we'll have more, of different levels on maybe the Perry Experience, if we can have more conversations with him, with my brother-in-law. But he's going to be explaining options, and then we will have videos on options when it comes to here. And I don't know if he's creating a channel as well. So totally up to him to make that move. When AMC flies, do you think they'll restrict buying like they did in January? I'm actually thinking they might do both. I'm thinking they might restrict buying and selling, which will be tough. And that's why I'm telling people, look, exit strategies are great. Understanding, what you want to do to cover your initial investment, maybe take a little bit of profit before you get to that peak point, and not necessarily sell everything. Just literally take out, 20 shares here, 20 shares there if you wanted to. And then when you get to the peak point, if you have less shares, if more people have less shares, we're in a better situation, because it drops a lot slower. What's the difference between a stock and an auction? I don't know what an auction is. If you're talking about an option basically means that you have, from what I understand, what I got from it, means you are trying to basically predict the price. You're trying to basically say it's going to, on this day, it's going to be above this price. So let's say this Friday, I believe it's going to be above $60. And that's basically where you're taking out that option to say, right now at this strike price, or I believe it's going to be above $60. So I'm going to take out a strike price, or take out an option with a strike price of 50, so that I can make some money on it. Or you take it out for 60 or whatever. If it ends up being over that, then you end up profiting every dollar that's over that, you profit basically $100 because the contract consists of 100 shares. So, I mean, we can obviously do a full breakdown on options, but the difference between options and shares, basically, you're paying less for options, and the risk that you have with options is that you can lose your entire premium that you pay. Yes. To explain it easier, I think Chef Hood explained it pretty well. It's basically a gamble on what you think the price is going to be, or it's going to be higher than that price, I guess, or lower, depending on what that option is. When AMC flies, do you think? Oh, yes. No problem. Yeah, that's what we're here for. We would love to, obviously, love to create this community and keep this community going. I will go to members only soon. You don't even have to hit your price you predict. Yes, you don't have to hit your price you predict. Like right now, I have an options contract for $65 by August. I don't need to hit $65. Um, I don't even have to get close. Like right now, that option is up about 105%, and I'm so far out from that option, expiring. So please do a complete option video. I'm trying to learn them as well. Yes, I think what you need to do is, a lot of people like to take in a full like options video that's 3 hours long, right? But I think you need to take in bits and pieces of it. What are you most interested in? Do you want to really just understand how a call option works? Because that's where you need to break that down and then go into a different section, or go into different videos. Not really making it the same video, go into different videos. Am I the only one tired of 1 million ads of eToro? You get an eToro ad? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm talking about stocks. Matt, do you do options when they expire? If you roll them, or do you still lose money there? So that's something I'm still trying to understand. What are all the options that you have when it expires? Right now, I'm just strictly sticking to buying and selling the option, not really worrying about exercising the option. But I'm really trying to get a full understanding as to what I do during expiration, and have examples as I go into that, because I only really have examples of buying the options contract, and I still haven't sold any options contract. When it came to expiration, my last contract expired worthless, so lost out on that $420. And that's the risk you pay, or the risk you take, is losing your whole entire premium versus. Why did I put quotation marks there? Did anybody else see that? No one called it out? Oh, man. But yeah, that's the risk you take, is losing your entire, premium that you pay. I'm looking at $60 to $70 calls for today, and I'm also the $37 puts is starting to go down. How much shares does the hedges have to cover? And will synthetics count as covered shares? Yes, they will. And the amount of shares that they have to cover is unknown. It has to be quite a bit. It's borderline, like it has to be like hundreds of millions. Dumb question, probably, but you say you have an option called 2 weeks out, and it's up at the moment. Can you cash out, or do you have to wait for 2 weeks? No, you can actually do it at any time. You can sell your contract at any time. Like if it's up right now and it's up, $500 or $5,000, you can sell it anytime you want to. You don't have to wait for it to get to expiration. If you wait for it to get to expiration, that's where theta decay comes into play. So basically, the amount that you make on that option will get less and less as you start to get to expiration. And that is what they call theta decay. I believe, I don't want to, misstate anything or get anything wrong there, but that's what you call theta decay, to where you will pay or you will get less of a return as you get closer and closer. Because as you get closer and closer to that date, you're basically saying that your strike price of 37, if it gets to 37, you'll have a certain break between your strike price and your break even. So you don't have to wait for that 2 weeks to happen. Right now, if I wanted to sell my options contract, I can. Never saw a squeeze in my whole life, and I'm new to stocks, but a stock can actually fly from 50 to 500K. Sounds crazy and amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that you don't see often, and this is why I get so upset when so many different stocks are saying this has squeeze potential, this has squeeze potential, this has heavily shorted. Well, the thing you need in a lot of these positions is, the point of a squeeze is for them to get squeezed out of the position. And how do they get squeezed out of the position? High interest, high amount of shorts, high amount of people that are holding the position. And if you don't have any of those things, it has squeeze potential because it's heavily shorted. But if you don't have people that are heavily invested in that position, or you don't have high interest that they're paying on those shorts, then you're not really going to get anything out of it. So that's why I always struggle with people saying, this has squeeze potential. Yes, it has a ability to increase, but it's not going to be a squeeze, because a squeeze takes a while. If hedge funds have shorted something, they're going to try and overshort and continue to overshort until they end up being right. Just like we're seeing here. We're holding 80% of the stock, but they still try and push this thing down like it's not worth way more than that. So yeah. Can you get upset, Matt? It looks so happy and joyful. I mean, yeah, I can get upset. Apparently I got upset yesterday. Harper was at daycare. She peed in her pants and then stayed in it the whole entire day. And apparently the daycare asked her, "Hey, do you want to get changed?" And she said no. And they basically can't like force her to get changed. She's 4 years old, which is ridiculous. I mean, I was so upset with her yesterday, but I was just like, you have to tell people. You can't just sit in it all day. It's not good for you. But yes, I can get upset with some people. Mainly a 4-year-old. But then I looked over, I don't know. But then I looked over at Hayden, and she started to say bye dada, and now I just totally forgot why I was upset, because it was just so amazing. Children are the best. So we're at 21 people over the MP Shorts channel. Thank you for joining me over there. I appreciate it. We have 68 likes over there too, and we have 151 over here. We have 68 likes on this channel, and we have 153 over here. I feel like the ratio is higher over here than it is over there. Guys, hit that like button if you do support the channel. I really appreciate it. My little one is 7, and she says some things every day that makes my heart smile. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Thinking of having a kid as well. She'll be called AMC, Amanda Madeline Caroline. that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, if AMC plays out, I think that's gonna be good. It'll be perfect. I really don't know if I should add a tattoo of AMC on me, because all my tattoos anyways are just random things. I do want to, like, do like a whole thing of Marvel, but I would have to like cover up some other portions of it, which I think I can. I have a 3-month-old son and he's my world. I hear you. That's exactly where I'm at. My um my youngest daughter is a year old, a little over or going on a year and 2 months, and she's amazing. She's starting to stand up and try and walk and all that other stuff. I just can't wait to hear her talk. That's what it's all about. It's hearing her talk. And Erica's like, you don't want to hear her talk, because if you hear her talk, then she's gonna be like Harper, where she just says random things and also starts like whining a lot and all that other stuff. And I was like, that's just right. I mean, that's just what kids do. But I also want to see her personality. I think she's gonna have a different personality than Harper. All right, let me close this thing up to members only. I want a tattoo of a silverback gorilla pushing down a bear and pulling up a bull by their heads. Yeah, we need something with like hedge funds. Where we have the gorilla from the movie Rampage, like smashing Citadel building or something. I don't know. I posted the tat that I'm gonna get in the Discord before. Can you post it again? Because I don't remember it. And if you did, I heard somebody. I remember hearing somebody talk about tattoos. Matt, just curious about how many shares of AMC. I have 900. I don't have a crazy amount. Um, I have 900 shares, and I'm looking for that to move. And I have my exit strategies there. I have a Marvel leg sleeve. That's awesome. Unrespectful instead of disrespectful. I don't know what that means. First, we'll learn how to properly write English. Do a diamond-handed ape. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good one. Oscar, thank you for becoming a member. Hey, Matt, can you give me your best hypothetical scenario for a 4-day squeeze to 100K, meaning day one up 150 and back down maybe to 90, day two up to 500 and then back down. So a 4-day squeeze would be tough, and I don't think that's going to happen to where it's going to happen for four days. Um, I can tell you that when we see it make a move to where they're covering, I don't think we'll see a full pullback. So when it starts to get to a certain level, so let's say it goes up to 150, I think the level is probably going to be somewhere around 125. This cat is going wild for some reason, like she had catnip, and I don't know, like I don't have any catnip, so don't know what's her problem. Are you still going to be live while during the market open? I don't think so. I'm probably just going to be live until 9 o'clock. That's usually how that's going to go. And we'll see how the rest. It seemed like it played out well yesterday. So let's hope that we have the same situation. We have the same growth, if not more than that, because everything was right. I was live during the pre-market. You have other people that go live towards the end of the pre-market. And then they go live until maybe 11 o'clock. Other people go live in the middle of the day, and we see some movement there. So I'm going to keep it as is, and hopefully it stays with tradition. Just get an AMC t-shirt. Yeah, I guess you can do that. When I get my AMC return, we'll use all that money to find Matt. and have a beer. Yeah. I mean, you don't need to use all the money to find me and have a beer with me. We'll figure something out. I was in this channel for long, and I noticed the members thing. Um, how useless am I? I don't think you are. I don't think you are. A lot of people get to that point. I've been watching a ton of channels that I noticed like out of nowhere that I was not subscribed to, and I was watching them for like a year. And if I'm watching you for 12 months and I consistently watch your videos that come up, why am I not subscribed? So there has to be some sort of thing that's going on with YouTube where it's not giving people the opportunity or the chance to subscribe there. So I don't know, but um, I appreciate you becoming a member, though. It means a lot. Um, I think I should have like I need someone to handle like merchandise and all that stuff. I wanted to with all the channels and everything. I would love to just be able to hire like an editor, but I don't think the channels all the channels don't make money yet. But I would love to be able to just hire an editor and let them edit the videos that we have here. It shouldn't even take long to edit the videos that I record. It'll take like a couple of minutes. Man, my son collects Funko Pops. Can you tell him they need to stay boxed and they will be worth money? His name is Chase. Chase, definitely keep your Funko Pops in the box. Now, you can make money from loose Funko Pops, but it's not going to be as much. They're going to be worth so much when you keep them in the box. Like right now, I have a Loki Funko Pop that's worth about $400 in the box. And if I took it out of the box, it would be worth way less. And I want to own all of the Loki Funko Pops because of the fact that there are some that are worth, I believe, $2,000 to $4,000 right now, which is absolutely crazy. And that's right now. That's not even factoring in the time aspect of it. So definitely keep your Funko Pops in your boxes. I keep all of them in my boxes. I let them sit there, and I'm going to continue to collect those as an investment because I've seen things of people selling like original GI Joes and all of this other stuff for like $10,000 per like package. People selling a PSA 10 Charizard or Beckett grade 10 Charizard for like what's it, like $300,000 or $1 million or something like that. It's crazy. And that's just a Pokemon card. Things that I used to play with when I was a kid, literally throw around recklessly. And it's crazy. It's an investment. All of those are investments. Definitely keep them, in their boxes. Sorry, I went on a little rant there. My friend will respect in the world. You have, say, Nelson Mandela face in the 70s. Oh, with all the respect in the world. I don't know. I feel like that sentence was all over the place. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I had to read it 3 times and I still don't understand. Look at that dip, man. Yeah, the dip is definitely pretty big. All the way down to about 43 right now, $43 and 59 cents. It's still up 1.23%. 123. That's pretty cool. I appreciate the vibe and maturity of the members of this channel. Helps to start the day in a good headspace. Yes, I agree. I love having members only. I love having this community. And that's why, I mean, I only make it 99 cents just so that, it's cheap for people to get into, but it also, pushes away a lot of the people who maybe spam, create FUD, or don't actually care about the position too much to, ask all of the detailed questions, the good questions there. So I appreciate you guys. Even something to where we're just having a conversation about me personally or you personally or whatever. It's always great to be able to have those conversations, and I just want to build that community to where it's a comfort zone, right? Tattoo a gorilla with head trimmers. Oh, head trimmers. That's pretty good. Trimming naked shorts into the bear hairs as the clippings are turned into green bars and flowing into the river that leads to a dark pool of cash. That is the perfect tattoo. If you have that all broken down and drawn, I think that'll be absolutely phenomenal. That sounds really good. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. And I think that'll be really good if you did that. Please put on Google Nelson Mandela when he was young. Are you saying I look like Nelson Mandela? Is that what you're? I mean, I don't care. I could look like you could literally pull up a picture of a trash can and say you look like this, and I'll either think it's funny or okay. But I have thick skin, so it doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. But I've never looked up Nelson Mandela when he was young. If 100K won't happen over 4 days, what is your best guess of how long the climb that high could take? Best or worst case? I think at least, just to throw something out there, probably 10 days. We'll see the climb, let's say from the point to where they start covering to the peak point might be somewhere around 3 to 4 days, right? From the point to where they start covering. Just know that there's going to be FOMO buying that comes into play all the way up to maybe $500, maybe to $1,000. Once you get to that point to where you start to cover, or they start to cover, that's where you're going to see that take off. So the ultimate squeeze might end up taking 10 to like 15 days or so, right? Just looking at from the build up from, maybe let's say 100 all the way up to 100K. That might be 10 to 20 days, right? That's what I'm thinking is going to be that range. But then when you see the ultimate squeeze where they start to cover, because when we see the FOMO buying come into play, we're going to see pullbacks. From 150, we might see a little bit of a pullback. From 120 or 130, we might see a little bit of a pullback. From 170 or 180, we might see a little bit of a pullback, all the way up to 250 or so, to 240 or 260, one of the two. We might see a pullback all the way up to 500 or so. Then once they start covering, that's when we'll see maybe that 3 to 4 day window to where it increases. So that's what I'm thinking. When did collecting with the boys? Wait, when I did collecting with the boys, we got collectors and playables at the same time, to ease the desire to open the good ones. Yeah, that's always good. It just costs a lot of money to do that. I know with me as a kid, if I would have known that Pokemon would be such a desirable thing, because I had first edition Pokemon cards. I bought them literally the year they started to get popular in the US. And we had a ton of them. We spent more money on Pokemon cards than we did on anything. There were some times to where we didn't have 3 meals in the day because we spent some on Pokemon cards, and that was our own decision. But actually, that could have been a great decision if we thought of it as an investment, but we didn't. So at the VW squeeze in 08, there was an all-time high at day 2. I think that's a different situation. That's a totally different situation where they knew that they lost. When you know that you lose and you have sole ownership in a couple of hands, it's so difficult to try and sell off a lot of that position. Do you know what I mean? So to try and basically say, oh, you lost, and have them sell their position, that's not the case. It's company owned. It's a different story than the amount that's holding here. So it's definitely a different play when we look at this squeeze versus the VW squeeze with the people that are holding. We have, millions of people that are holding versus um versus like a couple of businesses that are holding, or I guess institutions, if that's what you want to call it. Hey Matt, sorry for asking again, but I had to step away for a few. But are you still in ZOM? Yes, I'm still in ZOM. I have 7,000 shares of ZOM still at 90 cents. And I wanted to buy more, but I couldn't buy more yet. Just because right now is the time period where I don't have as much money to put into everything. I could put money directly into crypto because it goes from my bank account directly into the position rather than going like into Webull, to where I would have to go into Webull, clear into Webull, and then end up buying ZOM. And that's just not what I want to do, because it would take too long to get to that point. Good morning, everyone. Positive vibes only. When Lambo. Will Smith, I think he looks like. Oh, well, thank you. I think that's good. I like Will Smith. I think I look like Matthew Perry, not the one from Friends, but me. I love listening to your voice in the morning to soothe my AMC nerves. Thank you for doing this. Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Where EG gone? I think it's Kriegs now. Lambo, Aston Martin, please. How about Audi R8? How about that? Where's my R8 at? I love that car. I want one of those, but I'm probably gonna get a used one. Not right when the squeeze happens, but I think I'm gonna get a used one eventually. I said 5 years. When Hayden turns 6, I think I'll have a Audi R8. I'm listening and watching. See, he's right there. R8 is a rebadged Lambo? No, an R8 is an R8. There's no car like it. R8 is cool. Maybe get that for the school run. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be great. I'm gonna get one. Like I said, when Hayden turns 6, I'll have it. I would imagine it probably will be before then, but I will have it. And then when that'll be like, Harper will be 9 at that point, which is crazy to say. I don't want her to grow up. Guys, we have 15 people over in the MP Shorts channel. If you guys can get me to 70 likes, that would be amazing. I'm at 68 likes, so 2 more likes will get me to that point. Maybe YouTube is working with Citadel to suppress viewership and subs. I don't know. I don't know about that. Typically, you'll see subs and viewership go up when the stock is going up. When things are happening in the stock, people start to tune in. I mean, it just, when things are going up 20, 30, 40%, you're going to see the amount of people that are watching just rapidly increase. It's just like when you see like any type of news that's happening, like say with Dogecoin. The one day the last time I got about 4,000. Actually, that's a lie. I got 4,000 viewers after that. But the one time I got 4,000 viewers after only getting less than 1,000 viewers every time I'm going live, it was because of Dogecoin. I was streaming during SNL, and everybody was watching what Dogecoin was doing, and they were looking for more and more people that were streaming. And I was one of those people that was streaming. Don't forget Elon Musk, Kathy Woods, Michael Burry powwow today about Bitcoin. I didn't know that. Is that on like a certain channel? They're not obviously televising that. Um, Either crypto gonna raise today or dump just because of this catalyst. Yeah, crypto looks like it's going up so far. Now let's see what AMC and GME are at. So GME is at 192.88. It's up about 0.89%, so about 1%. Um, you'll see AMC up to $43.90. It's up 81 cents. Oof. Or about 1.88%, or now 1.93%. So it's up quite a bit. Do or die July. Yeah. What what up? What up? Looks like 45 is the new resistance. I called this yesterday morning. I knew that. In the pre-market price continued. We'd see small FOMO. We might see more by end of week. Yeah, I hope it's today, but we're not 100% sure if that will happen today. I would love to see a 50% day today, but you know, what a day! What a day yesterday. Today, not yet. We're seeing this decrease quite a bit. It's starting to come back though. A new Corvette is sneakishly Lambo-ish. I have seen the new Corvettes. I've seen different Corvettes that look amazing. That I'm like, wait, what type of car is that? It has me looking, has me double taking. But then I look at it, I'm like, or I look up the price, I'm like, this is doable. Not something that's crazy expensive. It still is expensive, but it's not crazy expensive. Did you load up on the Doge at 16 cents? No, it hit me at the wrong point. I was pissed because I would love to be able to load up on Doge, but I couldn't because of the fact that I'm paying bills during this week. This last week and this week is when a lot of bills come out of my account. So any free money I can't play with. And even if I could, I would have taken the time to put it into Webull in order to get it in the same place, or I could do it directly in Coinbase. But I couldn't make that move. I didn't have any free money there, and it sucks because I want to. At 16 cents, that's definitely a steal. And I'm also looking at Compound, and I said I would put more money into Compound, but I have to wait. So I don't know if that's going to come back or if we're going to see everything just increase here, but I don't know where everything is actually at. Let's look at this. Where's Compound? Compound's now at 375 after being down to 315. That would have already been a easy $60 gain in just one day. It's up 16%. Freaking ridiculous. I said I was going to put money in there, but I couldn't because I was waiting for today where about $9,000 will get deposited. Did you load up on Doge? I just read that. Ortex. What's Ortex say? Ortex right now is still sitting at the same. I don't think it has updated. Yeah, it hasn't updated. We're sitting at 74.85 million shorted shares. That's what they like to show us. We're also sitting at, which would be, 15%, 14.63% of the free float. Tagged you on Discord about the interview. All right, sounds good. Um, is someone else? Is someone else live? Is that someone else is live that's going to be streaming it? When is that begin? It'll begin in 7 hours. Hmm. Interesting. Was it going to start at 2 o'clock? Is that what we're looking at? ARK investing. I would like to stream it. I'll stream it at 2 o'clock. Family Young Vlogs, definitely a lovely family. Subbed and gonna check them out more. Yeah, they're definitely great, and he does a great job editing. The crazy thing is that he still edits all of that on his phone, and I don't know how he does that. It would be so much easier if he did it on a computer. I don't know if he changed that up, but it's I mean they moved like a little bit ago, so it sucks that they moved. They were great neighbors, and now I don't even know who my neighbors are because they either haven't been out of the house or they don't live there right now. But I haven't seen a single person. I haven't seen a moving truck or anything. You get your news from Crypto Potato. I hate myself. I should have held on to that $50 call till today. I mean, whatever. If you made money out of it, it's not an issue. You're gonna get a Roadster? Isn't those things are expensive, right? It's like Lambo prices. I need to eat like cereal or something. Um, I bought VGX on this dip and got in at $1.65, and it's back to a 188. Been hanging around um, $2.20, 2.2 or 2.4, 220 million total tokens. That's not bad at all. So I'm hoping it goes high. Took your advice and looked at something with low total. Yeah, that's always good. When you see something with a low total, it gives it more opportunity to grow. So that's definitely a great look at it, and I'm glad you did take that opinion, not advice. I don't give financial advice. Um, so yeah, that's where I stand with that. Guys, we have 449 people in here. If you guys can hit the like button, get me above 300 likes or 350 likes, that would be amazing. Let's start at 300, then we can move into maybe that 350 mark. But I'll have to look at VGX. I haven't, look at it. Yeah, how popular it is on Coinbase. I can't buy it on Coinbase. That's probably why. Where can you buy it? Let me go to CoinMarketCap and find that. Let's see. VGX. So it looks like the highest point it's ever gotten to was $11. So currently, where it's standing at $1.86 is not bad at all. It recently got to about $6. Back in 2018 is where you did see that increase to $11 or so, which would give you a really, really decent gain getting into something that low. And just know, if it ever gets to a point to where this is where crypto is a different story, right? Because crypto, you look into it, and yes, even if it does end up going lower and getting back to 7 cents, just realize that you can buy more and more coins, and eventually you're going to have those cycles to where it does end up increasing to higher and higher amounts. So if you do end up buying into something that somehow goes back down to like 19 cents or so, or whatever, you'll basically be able to get into something at a really, really low point that has a low amount of coins. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It has 222 million coins in circulation, which is not bad at all. The volume is definitely decent. Once the only issue with that is the fact that it just is not on Coinbase, right? So it's on a lot of other exchanges where you can buy it, you can swap it. So it's good to be able to see that. If it gets on Coinbase, then you'll start to see more popularity. Once you see it go on more exchanges, and that's what happens. Now it's relatively new when you look at the history. You look at all data; it's back in 2018. So, or I guess end of 2017, which is not too too long of a time period. It's not like something that was created in 2013. Even if it was, I mean, other things that were created in 2013 did get down to low numbers and then eventually increased to high numbers. So this has the possibility of going to a lot higher. It's one Voyager token. Okay. My buddy says I'll buy Doge, but I think it's dead. I'll buy more ADA at 106. I don't think it's dead. I think that people do have this, mindset that it's only going to get to $1. So when you have that mindset, when it gets close to $1, that's where you'll see those resistance points. So that's where I guess it wasn't really my error because I didn't buy in at the lower points. I bought in at the lower points first, rode that up to about 60, or I think it was 50 something, to where I did pull out a portion of it to put into other cryptocurrency, which ended up, helping out my channel. Sorry, I don't know why I just said that. I'm reading something else. Put it into other cryptocurrency, which helped out my accounts in building those accounts, starting those cryptocurrency accounts. I don't know why I just said that. I just read something like out loud that was, and like included it on my sentence, but it doesn't matter. Is the MP Shorts channel Monday through Friday? I support the original Matthew Perry channel. However, I like this channel better. I can actually read the comments. I definitely appreciate your humbleness. So I want to do it Monday through Friday. I know it's a little bit tougher. I probably need to, let me check what the battery life is on this. All right, right now I need to go get my charger because it's not charging. But I will try and do it Monday through Friday. I only wanted to do like crypto streams and maybe a couple of AMC streams here and there. This is more of on the go type of stuff. And I definitely can stream both of them. It's not a problem. And also Twitch as well. But let me make sure that I have this all set up first. But yeah, it can be Monday through Friday. I wouldn't say no. So yeah, the only thing is, like, if you have less people, then you have less comments. So I definitely will try and do this as an early stream. Start this stream at 5 a.m. just so I can work through some stuff and talk to you guys while I'm working through setting up the overall situation here, or the Matthew Perry live stream. We're now seeing AMC down to, I don't know how to say that, down to being up 0.72%. So you see this decrease that we are seeing here, stepping on the way down, creating lower highs and lower lows after increasing quite a bit. You know that this is some manipulation that's going on. People are not selling. It's just ridiculous the way that they try and play this. And I think we're going to see a decent day. We're seeing a decent amount of volume already, 437K when it comes to that volume, and just Webull alone. Georgia has a lot of stuff coming in the near future, pays interest, crypto debit card. That's awesome. Yeah, I have crypto.com where I have a crypto credit card. Yeah. It might be, I don't know if it's debit. I think it's credit. And desktop app coming as well. Wow. You always start about something else. You always start talking about something else when AMC starts falling. Yeah. Sort of, I guess. I don't know. But you are seeing GME that's down. Now in the pre-market, it's at $190. $190.82 is down 32 cents, down about 0.11%, probably closer to break even. So let's just say that's break even. It's just slightly down. AMC is now at 0.5% up. It's about 21 cents up right now. So we're definitely seeing it go to lower levels. It was looking like it created like a comeback, a little bit of a comeback here, a false break, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. But this is just more and more manipulation. I mean, they're trying to short this thing. And this is why I was thinking, I was like, it makes sense that we would see maybe a negative day today. What is your Doge? Wait, what is your Doge buy level? I would have loved to bought at 16 cents. I didn't have the chance because I didn't have the money to do it. So yeah, my buy level is 16 cents. Anything below 20 is definitely my buy level. I just don't. Literally everything that happened right now is happening within the time period where I can't spend money on anything that's in my bank account because I can't spend any of the money that's in my bank account because all of that is going towards, mortgage and insurance and electric and gas and everything hits in the middle of the month for me. In the middle 2 weeks, that's where it hits for me. So it's something where a lot of my investment money that comes in the first week and the last week, I end up putting that into like long-term investments, crypto, my short-term investments here, but I have to wait. So that's definitely my buy range, anything below 20 cents. With thoughts on Cardano, I think Cardano could be big. The way that it has a lot of popularity on Coinbase. When we look at it on Coinbase, let's actually go back and go to ADA a little bit. Let's try and just understand this. So it's currently at $1.16. It's fourth most held on Coinbase. And its typical hold time is 59 days, which is phenomenal. I think that's just as long as the hold time of Bitcoin, which is something that people really believe in. If they're holding on to it for a long period of time, you're going to see this make a large move. Right now, it's an 83% buy and a 17% sell. So people are looking to continue to buy this. I have 500 of ADA, and it can go to probably about, I would say, based on a standard market cap with 32 billion coins, I would say we're looking at about a max of $100 of it getting to, maybe even more than that if you see it really skyrocket with the amount of people holding it. But getting to $100 with $100 with how much you're holding is definitely a great bet. I mean, right now I'm holding 500 coins, and I would like to hold more. I want to continue to double down and triple down and add on to that position as it does grow, because I do believe in that position. So my thoughts is that it's sitting in a good spot, and I would like to buy about $500 worth, or $500 worth, and maybe $1,000 worth. But I don't think I can. Good thing is I have the ability to buy a lot more now. But the problem is that we're still in that time to where I can't really buy anything. And now we're seeing AMC that is down, and it's decreasing more. It's down to 42.76. We're seeing some crazy manipulation. I mean, if they want to continue to do it, I mean, they can continue to do it. They're making their situation worse. If they think they're scaring people off, I mean, they may be scaring a couple of people off, but not as much as they hope to. They're losing, and they're going to lose. So no matter what they do here, no matter if we're down 1.5% now, It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Looks like Monday. Yeah. Dumping artillery. Yeah. It looked like it was going to be a good day. Obviously, they want to show us that, they control it. And that's what they're doing here. It's just like, oh, you think you won, and that's what they're trying to say. Oh, you think you won? Well, we want to show you that we do control this market. So they're going to try and show us that, decrease the stock quite a bit, scare some people off, but eventually they're going to have to cover some stuff. So I was hoping we see another good day, but whatever. Have you ever traded penny stocks or OTC stocks? Yes. In the beginning of me like trading, my trading career, I traded, penny stocks, and it didn't really go well for me. I didn't really have a strategy on trading penny stocks, so I kind of gave up. But then I started to trade uh, like regular stocks and higher price stocks, more comfortable stocks, stable stocks, and it just started to move for me. So it's something that just didn't work out. If it did work out, I probably would have stuck with that. But I'm open to getting into it again, depending if I could find a certain strategy for some penny stocks. Back to 30s and I buy. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to look at where it's going to make a move from. I think we might end up seeing some moves here. So, like right now with my AMC calls, I'm up $102 on the $65 call, and I'm up $615 on the $37 call. So I wanted to see that hit probably like $50 today, and I'm hoping that that can be the case. But then again, we could also see it, decrease quite a bit. So we'll see how that plays out. Um, we got 470 people in here, guys. Hit the like button if you can. We got 16 people over on the MP Shorts channel. Um, when do we settle on the reality that Doge is pronounced doggy, as in the doggy coin? It's not. It's Doge. I understand. I've heard so many people say that it's doggy coin. It's some other way of saying it. I don't know, doge or something. But we need to see AMC come back. It looks like AMC is starting to make a little bit of a comeback, but we should have stayed up in that $45 range. It looks like that's where it's going to resist from today. It hit a new resistance point, and I was hoping we could just see it break past, and that 49 would be the resistance point, not 45. I remember when they borrowed either 6 or 8 million shares yesterday to short, and we didn't see a significant selling. This small drop is them trying to scare people because we're all waking up. RSI is oversold. Yeah, I would agree with that. They borrow all of their shares in order to short them at later points. Whenever we see the highest volume, they don't want us to see the highest volume. They know that the most popular times, you see it in the morning, right when it opens. And if people see a decrease, they start to panic. Then you start to see a decrease in the first 30 minutes. You start to panic. Then you see it increase. And then maybe some people will get in, but then they'll see it decrease right after that. Maybe it's a false break, and then they'll start to panic again. And it's ridiculous. Carl, I can't. I would pick you up, but I'm wearing all black today, and you will get so much fur all over me. I can't do it. Carl, told you I can't do it, man. Remember, we still need a Carl cam. Eventually, we'll get one. Maybe in the beginning of the day, we can do something of a Carl but then because I have my other camera, um, and I would need a 4K Um, I need a like one of those capture. Is it a capture card or is it a cam link? There we go. Oh, Carl, send him. No, it's my cat. Right, Carl? Yeah, he said yes. He's my cat. Oh man, I bet you was sick. All right, so AMC is starting to have those like false breaks, a little bit of a break, and then it starts to fall back down. I know what they're doing. Oh, change the title of your video. Is that what we're doing? All right, we'll change the title. Um, what are we looking for? Um, Stop, Carl. What am I going to change it to? I don't know what I can change it to. I'm trying to think. Morning, Richard. God damn it, Carl. That hurt. Um, Here we go. Some channel mentioned share Russell 2000 ETF. We stay. See, we'll be up. I mean, I guess that's a good point. ETF, if we stay 220, then AMC will be up. I mean, it's heavily weighted in the Russell 2000, so yeah, I would imagine. Hedgies are like the police to us black people. Sure. To AMC, yeah, I know what you're getting at. Been away for a few days. Need a break, but still holding. Yeah, I hear you. I totally hear you. I just need this to make a good move. I just got a price alert that Bitcoin is up 6%. Just became a new member. Question on XRP. It's my first crypto purchase. Is it a buy right now at 55? Definitely where it can get to. One, Benjamin, thank you for becoming a member. I did not welcome you. But XRP right now is definitely a buy. I understand they went through some like controversies, some issues, but it still is 18 most held on Coinbase. The typical hold time is 31 days. So people are holding it for a while. And the high that it has gotten to, all-time high that it's gotten to, was $3.84. Where it sits at $55, you know, it can easily get to higher numbers. It recently got to a high of 150, I believe. So you can definitely see it double, if not triple, in price. And with 46 billion in circulating volume, it definitely has the possible chance of getting to higher and higher figures as time goes on, especially when we hit altcoin season. So I think XRP is a buy right now, and I think you keep averaging down into it, or cost averaging down into it, or even averaging up a little bit, just adding on to your coin so you can double or triple your amount. Just imagine, you know, I think a certain cryptocurrency is, you know, pretty safe to actually get into. You hold $10,000 worth of a crypto that can double in price, you can easily get to $20,000. You hold $10,000 worth of a crypto that can triple, quadruple, quintuple in price, you easily, are, getting hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, I think it's good. I think XRP is definitely a buy. Like I said, 18 most held on Coinbase, typical hold time 31 days, 46 billion in circulating supply, and the volume is pretty high that goes through the position. So you're sitting in a good spot. Still only $25 billion market cap, so you have a lot of room to grow. I felt so sick when I had a COVID test. They asked me if I thought I had been exposed, and I said no. Just paper handed some options and didn't feel well. Well, AMC short sellers down 642 million in market-to-market losses on yesterday alone. That's crazy. Do you think the bull crap is coming after such a surge yesterday? Yeah, I think it is. So you've seen a surge yesterday. The thing that people don't understand is we did see a surge yesterday, but what was the reason for that surge, right? We look at it and we could say, oh, you know what? We had some, maybe some shorts covering. But I'm looking at it and saying that we just had buying power, because we look at them and they were basically shorting more than they've ever shorted in the past, couple of months. They shorted 56.6 million shares yesterday alone out of the 165 million. That's more than we shorted, or they shorted, on the day of 190 million. They shorted 43.3, but yesterday they shorted 56.6 million shares. So they're still shorting 34% on a day to where we increased by 24%. That means that we had probably some pretty big buyers that went into play. So it was more on the fact that we had big buyers that were coming into play rather than we had the shorts covering in any case. So yeah, I think we might end up seeing another or a bad day because we don't have those buyers to come into the market today. That's what I'm thinking. Eventually we will see that increase once they start to cover a lot of these shorts that they are taking out, because these are tens of millions of dollars, tens of millions of shorts that are put in. So what's altcoin season? I don't know exactly when altcoin season is. Maybe I can figure out. I just know when we start seeing it make a move, that's when we feel like. So let me see. So right now, I guess we're getting closer where we are right now. Just trying to understand this index a little bit. But this is what I'm looking at. Let's look at this. So we have an index here, I guess, built to look at when it's in Bitcoin season, when we're in altcoin season. And we just came out of altcoin season in May to July. And it looks like now we're getting closer and closer to Bitcoin season. So we're actually going to start seeing that punch. So hopefully we're probably going to see a little bit of a dip here, maybe a little bit more before we end up seeing that increase. So that's why I am sitting on a lot of the coins that I'm holding and actually buying more and making a move from there. So I don't know when the actual date of it is. It's just like when you start to see this make a move downward, you're starting to see it at that Bitcoin season, and then you're going to see it make a massive move up to altcoin season, where a lot of things start to get to their all-time highs, and then you're going to see that fall down quite a bit. So that's what I'm looking at there. Um, 2K50 in volume in the first 20-minute pre-market. Should be a good day. Yeah, I mean, volume wise, it looks like we had a lot of buying power into it, or some type of buying power or positive movement there, positive volume. AMC went up 10% yesterday. I went up 15. Altcoin season starts when Bitcoin dominance drops closer to 40%. There you go. See, I'm newer to crypto as well, so it's great to know that. So Bitcoin dominance drops to 40%. So it's more or less the RSI of Bitcoin's dominance, right? The momentum of Bitcoin's dominance. Right now it's at 46%. It's good to know. I mean, you taught me something today. So anytime you want to know what Bitcoin's dominance is, you can always go into Coinbase, Coin Market Cap. So when you go into Coin Market Cap, which I do have up twice here, you do go into Coin Market Cap. If you hit like see more right here, it's going to tell you that it's up 7%, 7.2%, or it's up to $1.28 trillion. You can hit read more, and it'll give you all the detail here to show you what Bitcoin's current price is, and it'll also show you what their dominance actually is. So, yeah. Hmm. All right, guys. You you made me to the free compound thing. I don't know what coins run up around Christmas. Pardon my typing error, please. You made me you made me to the free compound thing. I don't know what that means. At AMC red flags look more fake than 12 euros coins. So, like I said, I think the reason why I think today might not be the best day possible is because we did see a high amount of shorts that were going through yesterday, and yes, we did see a 24% increase, but again, with them shorting so much, um, they were just looking to try and keep this thing lower and lower, but apparently they had an unknown of larger players that went into the game that bought into this position, and that's the issue there. You convinced me to do the free compound videos on Coinbase. Great project. Waiting till it dips and then buy in. Yeah, I mean, again, yesterday would have been a great point to buy in and make some really quick money because it was at 315 and now it's at 375. So you could easily made $60 on every coin that you bought, and sold your position if you wanted to. For me, I'm going to hold on to my position for a long period of time. I'm going to keep buying when it gets to levels of uh, I don't know, if it gets to levels of $100, I'll continue to buy. I'll buy 10 coins at a time. But I bought more Doge and Polygon. That's good. That's good. I think Polygon is good as well. My portfolio, as of late, is about 40% stock, 60% crypto. I basically flipped the stats over the last year. Yeah, I'm still heavily in stocks, but I do have quite a bit in crypto. Not a crazy amount, but quite a bit. Need to stretch. I'm gonna have to do chest today, and I feel like my rotator cuff is just gonna die. Yeah, loading up on ICP. Yeah, I have about 50 ICP coins, and I think that's good, especially for where it can get to. So let me actually back here and look at ICP. Internet computer is now at $33, and I hold 50 coins, I believe. Oh, my phone's up here. Yeah. Do you suspect compound will hit 100? I'm not 100% sure. I don't believe it will, but I'm just saying the lower that it goes, I will continue to buy more and hold on to it for a longer period of time. So I'm not looking for it to I'm not looking to care as much where it gets to at a low point, because I do believe where it can get to at a high point. My stomach is growling so much, it's ridiculous. Um, but yeah, I'm waiting for it to get to a higher point, right? I do believe where it can get to, where compound can get to 900, $2,000 worth, based on the what's it called? I can't think of it. The supply. There we go. Based on this, based on the supply, I think you can get to a higher numbers. I love all crypto info. Thanks so much. No problem. Capstown give us a statistical advantage. We expect it to quickly gap fill, right? Yes. So it's likely to be green out the gate. I don't know about that. Um, I don't. If we're talking about AMC, I don't know about that, because we're dipping down quite a bit. I think we're gonna have some sort of a recovery. It's crazy the fact that we were up, what, 4%, 4+%, and then seeing that drop down to levels of -3%, down to 41. Do you think we'll have a bounce off of a previous resistance point, which would be 40? It's possible. Will we see it break below 40? It's definitely possible as well. Because by looking at typical like resistance and support levels, I think the new support level should be around that previous resistance level. But with the amount of shorting that's going on, support levels don't really matter as much, because they tend to overshort them to where they can break through those levels, and we buy at a normal rate, and then they short us to resist at a lot of those levels. So when we resist, when we have a support level, it's like it's a support level, but it's more of like a screen door. If you wanted to just run through it, you could literally walk through it and it'll break. That's the type of thing we look at. Looking like Coinbase is about to add Maddox network transfers. Coinbase, that'll be cool. Do you think yesterday was a smaller hedge fund covering shorts? No, I think it was a bigger player buying shares. I think you had bigger players that were buying shares that were bringing up the price. It was the unknown, and they were actually shorting quite a bit. Hey Matt, heard it was your birthday. Happy birthday, bro. No, nope. I just want a minor rise in AMC for us to close at like 10K. A minor rise and get to 10K. Very tired. We got 75 likes over the MP Shorts channel. Guys, thank you for getting me to that point. I appreciate it. I don't know if it started a new live. But it says I've only been live for about 47 minutes. I don't think that's accurate. It was an hour and 47 minutes. Okay, that no, it should be longer than that. 2 hours and 47 minutes. Yeah, that seems right. Sure. If you had bought baby cakes yesterday, you would be up like 10 times or 10x this morning. That's amazing. I'm glad that it worked out for you. I would have to go through different methods in order to buy a lot of these positions, and I don't want to have too many platforms open. So that's where I stand with it. But I totally understand that there are gains, there are opportunities for different positions. When I seen Tesla Safe, that obviously moves in a great trend line, and love the way that it's moving up consistently. Um, Baby cakes, I'm sure that's good. There's a lot of positions. They're covering they're covering right on AMC. I I don't think they're covering right now. I don't think they're covering. I think they have some form of covering older shorts, but they're not covering to a point to where they're saying, "Oh, well, you know what? I give up on this position." No, that's not the case. We want them to give up on the position so they can cover. Yeah, only on Pancake Swap now. So yeah, that's one of the issues. Bro, my rotator cuff is messed up. Cut weights. Oh, push push-ups. Thank me later. I can't I can't cut the weights. I work out my rotator cuff all the time, so I'm always doing like um the different rotator cuff workouts. It's just as of late, um, I guess the action that I've been taking with the cable cords has been more of a pull action, and it messes up that area. And then when I'm working out my chest, it's just like I would have to just work with, instead of working with cables, I would have to just work with the like bench press or whatever. Vortex tweeting specific data about AMC again. Hopefully that's a good sign. That moves hype and getting it back into it. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, right now down to $41.93, down about 2.69%, is not the best bet. You can also see GME that's down below 190. Never like to see that, but we understand what's happening here. AMC is already over a million. I would imagine is definitely over a million. It has to be like 1.2, 1.4 million shares worth of volume in the first or in the pre-market right now. I have to remember AMC uh, even nosediving. The fact that we found back to 43 is huge. I'll take a few days green. It's good for 8 more out. Uh, but we are on an uptrend. But are we on an uptrend? I don't think as of right now we are. Actually, let's look at. So I guess with that green candle, we're thinking we're going to see that positive movement and continue to see that positive movement. It does look really good with what we've seen yesterday, from an open of 35 up to a high of 44. That's great to be able to see that large, wide range candle. But the problem is that I think a lot of this was built from bigger buyers that came into play, and less on the fact of shorts covering. So I think yes, we're on the start of an uptrend, but I'm hoping that it's not a false break like we've seen here. A false break from this point to where we opened up at 40 and had a high of 49, but then ended up false breaking all the way down to a level of $30 or so. So I'm hoping that that's not a false break, and we don't see that pull back, because I do think that was less on the shorts covering and more on just bigger buyers coming into play, especially being at those low prices of $35. Iron Culture Podcast is king for fitness knowledge. That's awesome. I was hoping for 50 today, which, I mean, we still could see, and we could see some positive movement today. This break to the downside might be a false break to the downside, and we could see it recover towards the end of the pre-market and continue to bring in FOMO buyers. That would be great. But yeah, military press and deep chest press. Put your shoulders at higher risk. A lot of people do that, unfortunately. Yeah, I never have a problem with military press. I just know that the only thing I have trouble with is the cable cords. When I extend far, like if I bring my reach out, that's when I have trouble. And then bringing it in is where I have trouble. But what I typically do is I'll just do that, or I'll do just bench press, and that seems to work out well. Space Jam 2 started off slow, but turned into a solid sequel towards the end. I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna watch it with Harper, since it does have like cartoons and stuff. Hand position helps rotator cuff. How to go dumbbells to avoid shoulder pain. When you're doing cable cross, lower your cross point. So I think it's usually lower. Yeah, I'll definitely factor that in today. But if I feel anything, I'm going to stop the cables and then just go straight to bench and not even worry about all the cables. I just know I don't really feel it too much when I'm just doing bench press. But anyways, I mean, this is a whole nother conversation. Do pull-ups, dips, push-ups, save them joints. I hear you. All right, so we got about an hour and 15, hour and 10 minutes until this stream is over, until both streams are over, or all three streams are over. Anybody watching on Twitch, I don't know, but I appreciate you whoever is watching on Twitch. So yeah. All right, all right. Trainer Kim and I are making a gym together on the moon. You're all welcome to invest. All right, fine. We got 14 people over here on the MP Shorts channel, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, we're almost at 80 likes. Hit the like button. But yeah, AMC right now down 3.34%, down to $41.65. Crazy. After seeing us being up 4%, now we're down about 3%. Check out a coin called Bax. I'll have to. Let me actually go get a charger for this, because I don't think this will last another hour. So give me a quick second to hop away. Hop away? I don't think that's the right statement. Hope this works. Looks like the cat's chewed on this or something. Any predictions for today? Give me a second. Whoa. Almost fell. One. There we go. I guess that'll work. Sorry if this is shaking over here. Perfect. Any predictions for today? So my predictions actually, the way that I'm seeing it, let's look at what we're seeing. So it looks like the firm resistance point is 45. Now, do I think that it's going to retest 45? I actually think it's going to go sub 40 and then increase to about 42. So I think it's going to be a down day. I hope not worse than that. But yeah, I'm thinking, I'm thinking 40, 42 might be where it ends. Low point might be 39, just below 40. Yeah, just below 40, but I think we will finish above 40, and 42 is a great point. So I'm going to go conservative by saying that. So if I'm looking at, let's just look at AMC instead of just GME. Let's just look at AMC there, and hopefully we can see a play. So, a second. But I think the finishing above 40 is definitely a good play. Staying at 24, I would have loved to have seen another big day. But looking at some of the data, the reason why I'm thinking it's going to be, I was thinking we were going to see something negative. Even we were up here, I was saying the same thing, is because they shorted it by 30, 33, 34%. In one day, 56 million shares, even though we've seen a 24% increase. That means that we had some really big buyers and we had less selling that was going on. And they just didn't short at the right time, I guess. Parabolic curve to help AMC greatly rebound from 35. I expect a similar retracement today than RIP. Without market manipulation, AMC and GME charts always look the same. Yeah. AMC, the records can be set with lower gravity. All PEDs will be legal on the moon. It's gonna get wild. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll see something sub 40 as a low, somewhere around 39, and then see it increase to about 42. I think it will be a red day. I hope it's not more red than that. And I just think that the previous resistance level is not going to hold up as a support. I hope it does. I hope we see this increase throughout the rest of the pre-market, because really you can't tell exactly what's going to happen until you get closer and closer to the market open and see of all of the resistance and support levels throughout the day. But I try and give you the best, my best guess, because this is really just a guess. It's not anything to where it's fact, because I don't know. It's just a guess. So we have about an hour to the stream, and then we're going to hop off. Hopefully we could see some good movement rather than this negative movement that we have been seeing the last hour or so. Ever since 6 o'clock, we've seen everything just drop. It hasn't really been moving in a positive manner. We've seen a couple of false breaks, and then we've seen it just continue to drop, even after we've seen it up 4%. You know, up 4%, and now all the way back to down to 3% is crazy. How many GME do you have? What do you think this stock can rise to? GME, I think, can rise to a pretty hefty amount as well. You're holding a large portion of that stock. Also, I'm holding about 20 shares of GME. Yeah, I'm holding exactly 20 shares of GME, and I'm waiting for that to make a decent increase to easily to 1,000. I think both of them have a floor of 1,000 plus, and then we'll see those make moves. I haven't really heard too much data on the amount that we're holding with GME because I've been doing more and more research and getting more data on AMC rather than GME, but I do still hold GME as well. What broker trades this early? Most of them open up later, and I mean, still possible we could even open green. So for Webull, you're allowed to trade at 4 a.m. For Fidelity, I think it's like 6 or something. Same thing with TD, Ameritrade. So there's a lot of brokers that you can actually trade with, but for hedge funds or institutions or billionaires that are into trading, they can do it like pretty much anytime. I'm so tired. Matt, which option would you prefer? $65 for 917 or 1217? I'm thinking 1217, longer runway. Thoughts? Yeah, I usually go with a longer runway. Typically, you have to pay more of a premium for that, right? For it to go out longer. Obviously, the higher price you have away from where the strike price is, the more that you can eventually make. You can make from that because you have a lot of room, and if it does end up growing past that right now, then you make a ton of money from it. Or if it ends up getting even like $10 or $20 up, you can make a decent amount of money from it. But the longer you go out, I think the less risk you have, and the less you have longer time frame so that you can see this moon and make a ton of money from it. Those are always great to be able to hold on to if you believe the squeeze is going to happen before the end of the year, because then you can make a ton of money out of it, or you really only risk a small amount. So I would say I think it's better to probably go with a longer run, especially if you're going to be looking for this to squeeze well over that. We're starting to see 801 become a factor right now. So 801 came, and that was 336,000 shares worth of volume. Well, now it's 1 million. It's about 2 million pre-market. Heard day traders, swing traders actually make more money in a bear market than a bull market with expected corrections. I mean, do you have any advice / videos for bear market trading specifically? I heard more day traders and swing traders actually make more money in a bear market. That's not true. It's very easy to make money in a bull market, and most swing traders will make more money starting in a bear market, because that's where they like to buy in at a lot of lows. Day traders, on the other hand, it's very difficult for you to make money in a bear market. Swing traders, very easy for you to make money in a bear market because it's over time. So you buy at the lowest point and you cost average down, and then you could end up seeing that increase to crazy amounts when it is in a bear market. Versus a day trader, if it's a bear market, it's very difficult to time where you will see those green spots at. So where you'll start to see those false breakouts, anything like that, to where you can make money on. So that's not 100% true. It's probably a split thing that you're hearing. Day traders, hard to make money. Swing traders, easy to make money. I don't have any videos that are created on that because I've been focusing more on AMC and doing these streams. But once things start to really settle, then yes, that's where you'll start to see a lot of those videos come up. And I'll talk about different stock opportunities or crypto opportunities or whatever, and also educational videos as well. I am seriously hungry, guys. I really need to eat something. My stomach is growling. Like, I mean, insanely loud. Sweet, thank you, Matt. You're a diamond in the rough. No problem. Wish I was a diamond in the rough, then I could get the lamp from Aladdin. I just saw the gravity comment. I don't know what that is. 40 was AMC psychological wall yesterday. We broke through that easily. I wouldn't say it was easily. It took us quite a bit of tries to get through 40. The last time we ascended through 40 to 50 happened very fast. This price area usually brings a lot of bullish buying. Go and eat, Matt. Eventually. I only have an hour. I'll go and eat after that. Do technicals go out the window during the overall period of a bearish momentum in the market? No, I mean, it doesn't. It goes out the window with a form of manipulation, but I wouldn't say that all technicals go out the window in a bearish market. No, you can definitely see a lot of you can see a form to where it can come back based on any type of technicals, whether you are looking at something as simple as support levels or resistance levels, or something as simple as just a crossover between the 200 EMA, or just like even a pullback. Any type of candlesticks that are going to tell you that you would see a pullback, you might see a false break, but that false break might make you some money in that bear market. So a lot of times when you are looking at something that's bearish, this is what you're looking at. You tell me if that's going to be easy for you to make money in something that looks like this, right? That's very difficult for a lot of people to make money in that bearish market. However, for a swing trader, they find the lowest point. Where's the lowest point that they can get to? Yes, it is being oversold here. You see a little bit of a pullback. You see a hammer candlestick. It could be a false breakout. You wait for that second one. You don't see that green candlestick, so you don't get into it. Then you end up seeing it fall some more. Gets to a point to where it gets to some of these lows, and maybe even starts settling after dropping some more. It starts settling a little bit, which I don't understand how, because this momentum was clearly downhill. So how is this momentum increasing? Makes no sense whatsoever. But either way, you're seeing this. It's going to be very difficult for you to make money if you were seeing that one day. For a day trader, you can make money here, make money there, but it's easier to make money looking at something like this. You see this green candlestick followed by another green candlestick. I'm ready to make money. So you buy into it, see it go up. You hold on to it before it ends up coming back to some of your break-even points or your level to where you're looking to sell at. It increases. You end up making money from it going from 43 to 44. Very easily make $100 or $1,000 depending how many shares you put in. So I would definitely tell you that it's more difficult for a day trader to make money in a market like this, which could be bearish. It may be easier for a swing trader to make money because it is bearish and you're hitting some of these lows to where you see consolidation. Now this person can invest in at 41, looking for this to increase to 43, 44, 45, and hopefully see that potential after you add some more technicals in there. Them hands are diamond in the rough. So you can still expect an oversold RSI to come up. Yeah, you can still expect the oversold RSI to come up. A lot of times when you're looking at something that is bearish, when something is oversold, you are going to have a point of return, just a slight point of return. If it's truly bearish, you won't have the largest window. It'll be a very small window. Typically, I use the RSI, and I was unsure if it would still be reliable. Yeah, it's reliable. I think you need to partner it with something like the MACD. If you wanted to look at the MACD as well, I don't typically look at that a lot. I mean, but you can, just to see when things are going to turn over from bearish to kind of bullish territory at that moment. So if you wanted to play this out and look at some of these plays, you can see as things are starting to get to oversold areas, when you're looking for something that is going to turn green or find those little green spots, all you would look for is it start to decrease in this line. You see how it starts to get closer and closer to that line to where it is starting to break over. That's where you would end up maybe making that move. Maybe you'll make the move somewhere around where normal people might make the move. So you see one green candlestick, you end up following it by another green candlestick, might symbolize a breakout or a false breakout. Same thing over here. You see that decrease, it starts to get closer and closer. Boom, by the third candlestick, you're now starting to get into that breakout where you can make a little bit of money from it. Not a lot, but it's a little difficult. To be honest, the MACD is sort of hard to understand. I really don't use it that much, and that's why I like to keep everything simple. The RSI does tell you a lot when you look at it and you look at the price action based on what's happening with the 15 moving average. It makes it so easy when you don't include a bunch of stuff in here. So if I'm just looking at RSI, 15 moving average, 200 moving average, or 200 EMA, now I can look at something that pulls away. Let's say we look at the 15 moving average. Oh, it's pulling away from the 15 moving average so far. Now it's getting to an oversold portion. It's far away from the 15 moving average. It's going to come back to at least that. So from 43.53 to 43.78, you can make a decent amount of money from there, but it's not going to be a crazy amount, but you can make some. What do you think made it rip around 3 p.m.? I think it was a bunch of buyers coming in. So I think we had like heavier buyers come into play, and you ended up seeing those buyers increase this price a crazy amount, because I don't think it was shorts covering, with the fact that they shorted 56 million shares. 30% means that they shorted more than they did any other day we've seen in the past month. So yeah, I think it was more or less people that were buying, surprised people that were buying, to where hedge funds didn't know that was coming in. That wasn't included in the algorithm, and it was just heavily shorted, even though we've seen a lot of buying strength, less selling strength. Either too many lines for my smooth brain. Need to look more into it. Yeah, I mean it's not a bad indicator, but it's not something that I typically use. You can find a way to use it in tandem when you are day trading, but and swing trading. But I typically try and make it as simple as possible. And then when you start understanding exactly what you're looking at with RSI, when to make that move based on the candlesticks, then you could factor all of that in, plus adding in the MACD if you wanted to. You mentioned, just mentioned you on Twitter, have read a DD on a parabolic arc, check it. Yeah, I've seen plenty of things on the parabolic arc. It does look very interesting, and it looks like exactly what is playing out right now. I just think we're going to see a little bit of a pullback. So yeah, I've seen this exactly to where it comes back to whatever level it came back to. What was the retracement? The retracement was around to what, 61%? What retracement are we sitting at now? And what are they looking at? The 4 hour candlesticks. 4 hour candlesticks here. I'm so hungry, it's ridiculous. Should have bought at lower 30. Yeah, I mean, I should have taken out an option at lower 30. Those buyers missed the boat. They all came in at the top. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they came in at the top, but I think they're just getting in on some plays. Um, and I think they actually bought it in order to increase the price a little bit more. So I think it was like somewhere around, what was it, like 38, where it went from like 38 up to 43. So it wasn't all the way at the top. It was just closer to the peak point, I guess. But yeah, we got about 45 minutes for this stream. Hopefully we see this come back a little bit. Oof, oof. Adam Aaron appointed as chairman of the board and CEO. He was already CEO, right? Yes, he was. Um, they just make him chairman? News from Weeble. I guess so. Yeah. 2 minutes ago, Adam Aaron named chairman of Cinema Operators Board. Yeah, so that's good news, I guess. Yeah, so that's new news. Could be similar to June Rip. I thought it was going to retrace off 50, but it just shot up to 70. Yeah, I was I was shocked at that. I mean, I was happy to see it go that high, but I wasn't looking to sell at those levels anyways. My next level was around 100. Ended up pulling back, bought more, and still maybe level would be one, maybe a little bit above 100 for one level, and then seeing other levels above, 250 and 5 and 1000 and all that stuff. That's, you obviously have to have different levels, but yeah. Just popped at 509 PST. Yeah, we're making a little bit of move up, a little bit of a comeback after this form of, I guess, consolidation here. We're making a little bit of a move, but not as much as we would hope. We are seeing about 1.3 million shares worth of volume in Webull alone. I would imagine it's around 2 point something million. Let's look in Fidelity, actually. Take this out. Fidelity. No. I swear my stomach is making so much noise. I've never heard my stomach make this much noise. Do you follow BAM Investor Guide? No, I don't. His model always seems to be pointing to AMC exploding soon. What are your thoughts? Of course, you follow him. So I don't follow him. If you're saying like he's consistently saying that AMC is going to explode, um, I mean that may just be clickbait if that's what you're getting at. Wait, are you saying they shorted us 56 million yesterday? Holy crap! Where do you see that at? If you go into Fintel and you look at the data, you go into Fintel short interest. I don't know if you're following on my um, main channel, but if you go into Fintel and at the top you're going to see where it says 26.6. That's actually what they shorted on Monday, I believe. But on Tuesday, you could see that they shorted 34.19%, 56.6 million shares out of the 165 million that we've seen yesterday. So they're shorting quite a bit, even though we've seen a 24% increase. So that means that we had heavy buy volume that came in versus the amount that they were shorting. It was some sort of surprise buy volume for them that they didn't know was coming, because you had 190 million this day and they shorted 43.3%, but they shorted 56% yesterday with basically 30 million or 25 million less shares worth of volume. So they're definitely shorting a lot. So it's showing me that they're not letting up with shorts, and I think they were going to continue to do that. It's just the surprise volume caught them off guard. We see that the volume right now is 2.8 million shares in AMC, which is looking really, really good for having about an hour left. Matt doesn't have time to be checking everyone's messages and news. He works a lot. That's why I don't. That's why it don't bother me. What doesn't bother you? I mean, yeah, I work a lot, but I do try and check a lot of messages. If it's on like um Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or whatever, sometimes I'll answer some of the comments. I'll heart some of the comments like I've seen them, but I don't have time to even respond to them because I'm either like playing with the kids or trying to get some other work done as well. So yeah. So a lot of times I like to answer those comments within like the live streams that we see here. Man, I used to think that I have enough money in a trading account to avoid PDT. Was an unreal amount of money got me. And, and now thanks to you and AMC, I have more than that, even with all the red days. That's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, because having 25K in an account in order to avoid pattern day trader, being listed as a pattern day trader or labeled as a pattern day trader, is good. Because then you could start to get an understanding of how day trading works and how you can, make some money day trading or swing trading with whatever you feel that you can do. And also you can start to really care about the money. If you're doing it with paper trading, it's something where you're like, all right, well, it's not my money. I can do whatever I want with it. And if I lose it, I lose it. But you don't want to really have that mindset with your own money. So when you trade with your own money, it's a different story to where you don't want to lose that much. And you start being more conservative, which is a good thing. 15 other bidders outbid me. That's not happening. Not today. Today. I got a Funko Pop that's worth like $2,000 that I'm bidding on. Play with me. Don't play with me. I got endless money here. I don't care. I don't care if it costs me $14,000. I'm gonna win this. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. Got 11 hours left. There's no way I'm getting outbidded for this. Outbidded? Someone really outbid me already? Not playing this game? Marvel related, I'm guessing. Yes, it's a Loki, Funko Pop. Fidelity has 2.9 million shortable shares available this morning for AMC. Looks to be a wild day. Yeah, it might be. It might be. Right now we're down 1.8% after being up 4%, which is crazy. Sounds like a high key Funko Pop for that much money. Yeah, one of the like original like Loki pops, and right now they're worth quite a bit. Mainly probably because of Loki the show, and it's one of the most. I swear that Loki is like the most popular character. He has turned out to be like my favorite Marvel character out of anybody. I mean, they don't want that much money for it. On eBay, they're doing like a bidding war, and right now it's only sitting at like $100 or so for actually that one and a Thor one. So I'm trying to get both of them. And we have about 12 hours left. So I would imagine this is going to rise quite a bit to maybe like $200, $300, maybe even more than that. We don't know, but we'll see. The last one I bid on only got to 40 something dollars, but it was a different Funko Pop. Zip Trader has an annoying voice to get used to, but I really enjoy what he says. His head is in the right place, and he could be a stock professor. I think I've seen a couple of his videos pop up on my recommended tab, but I never clicked on it. I did click. I did click on his profile to see what it looked like, and I think he has like 300,000 or like 500,000 subscribers or something. That's amazing. One, I would love to get to that level. If I can get to 500 or a million subscribers, it would be to a point to where that is unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like getting to a million subscribers. I don't know how I would get there, because right now, I mean, I'm at 100K, 126K, and I don't think I'm growing that fast. You know, there are people that I've seen that have grown really, really fast. Zip Trader has an. I just read that. Must be a cool character if you. Must be a cool character if you guys keep his name low key. Who is it? Oh man, that was funny. That was funny. I like how you broke that down. That was funny. He has his own course to teach the market. Yeah, I'm sure. A lot of people create their own courses. I don't know if I have the time to create my own course. Eventually, I will. And, you know, it would be a little bit different. GM. Good morning. I see you have been on for a minute. Hopefully, we shoot up again with today with him. Yeah, I hope so as well. We're starting to see that, a little bit of a turn here. You know, hopefully we could see that increase to the 43, 44, 45 dollar level. It looks like we resisted multiple times at 44.80 to 44.90 before falling down. BTC might be your catalyst, bro, for your subscriber numbers to rip. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. So I'm still, I don't know if I received an email. I haven't checked my email yesterday. Because I need to work with like a developer of a cryptocurrency to see if we can get this up and running. If anybody does know of somebody that can make cryptocurrency, like legit cryptocurrency, not just running through like something that's only on like certain like exchanges or something like that. Like I want something that's on multiple exchanges there. I was trying to go through a method to where you go through Pancake Swap, create liquidity, but I didn't know how to, do all of the extra stuff with it, with like creating like a little icon for it, a symbol, um, and then obviously getting the word out there. And that's what I wanted to do. And the way that I was going to get the word out there, it's going to be only 100,000 coins available. That's it. And where I'm gonna hold about 7 to 10%, and then I'll give out a little bit of it, especially to some of the maybe like Matt and Trey if they want to hold the cryptocurrency. It'll be buy the dip coin, and also give out some to some members as well. Apple, Zip Trader, and Cores are my guys. That's awesome. You're a good teacher, Matt. Thank you. How did you start on YouTube? I'm thinking about making a channel to cover small scale farming. So how you start on YouTube is literally just by starting. I mean, you take a your phone camera, turn it sideways, and you can. It sounded like I was starting with like how The Rock says that. You take your phone camera, turn it sideways, and anyways, um, no, you turn it sideways, landscape, and you're able to, record yourself. You can get a microphone if you want to. You can do it without a microphone, and all you need, I would say, is probably a computer. If you want to do some more editing, you need a phone for the camera or just a regular camera, and you need a tripod. If you have those three things, I think you can easily get started, and then you can work into getting like lighting and work into getting different things after you get monetized. For me, I did everything on my phone and a laptop for a while, and I was just doing 3 videos a week, and then I went to every day, where I was uploading every day. And yeah, and then I started to do like multiple channels as well. So it's really easy to get started. It's just it takes up a little bit of time in the beginning until you actually get a grasp on how everything functions and how it can work into your normal life. But yeah, that's how I really got started. I mean, it was pretty simple. It took me about 6 months to get to a form of being monetized, which my other channels don't take that long. I think my MP Shorts channel is on 3 months, and I could have been monetized if I really pushed out content. The reaction channel, this is I think the first month, and we're about halfway there so far. Do you need an editor program? Yeah, you can use something of DaVinci Resolve, or you can use, I believe, like if you have Mac products, like Apple products, they already come with like an editor, I believe. But yeah, you can use free ones right from the start. I use um, uh, Adobe Premiere Pro, and the funny thing is, I don't really edit as much, and I want to edit a little bit more when it comes to like podcasts and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say you can get one of those free ones. Picoin is sus. Is it? Pi crypto is going to be listed on the market at the beginning of the year. Why would you say Pi coin is sus? What makes it sus? Sus. Vote yes July 28th, and AMC share count will push out synthetic shares. I don't know about BTC, but Carlcoin maybe. It's BTD. It's buy the dip coin. It's going to be something that translates to everybody. So I don't want to just have something that's like Carlcoin to where it's only my subscribers that really get it, or people that are members that really get it. I want it to be a kind of universal to understand where we're at. I don't understand. I don't trust how they use my phone to mine. I mean, yes, and I mean you don't have to physically go through that route. You can just buy it if you want and just hold on to it as people are mining it, so they don't have to do anything with your phone. Yeah, like sus. Yes, sus. Suspicious. I'm up to 120 coins. Yeah, I have about 28,000. I have 28,000 coins, and I just bought it. I didn't care about mining it really. I just bought it. How's it going, man? I hope you're well. I am well. I'm doing pretty good. Right now, we're down about 2.6% in AMC after being up about 4%. We have basically 300 million in volume right now in the pre-market, and we still have an hour left until the market opens. So it's definitely good by the form of volume, but we're looking at a lot of shorting volume that has to go into there, some selling volume that's mixed in, and a lot of buying volume that happened in the beginning of the day. Where did you buy Pi? So I bought it on, I can't remember what the platform is. Let me go on, give me a second. Let me go on Coin Market Cap. It tells you exactly where to buy it. If you ever want to know where to buy something, go on Coin Market Cap, type in the ticker symbol, if that's what you want to call it, and then go to market, and you'll be able to see where to buy it. I bought it at gate.io. If you download the app, you can buy it. I just went from USDT to Pi. It was very simple. And Pi itself has about 830 million of supply sitting at less than a penny a share. I mean, I feel like that's a steal, because if it does end up gaining a ton of popularity with the fact that they're mining it on their phone, no matter if you do believe in it or you don't, the max supply is around 2 billion, which is like nothing compared to where it is. Even if it gets to $1, that's a large amount that you're going to be able to gain. For me, that'll be $28,000. If it gets to a higher figure than that, especially only 2 billion coins, which it can, and it gets listed, we would see this get to, let's say, $30, and that 28,000 is now multiplied by 30. Or I can just say, it gets to $10, that 28,000 is now multiplied by 10, which is $280,000 just from it getting to $10. You know what I mean? So it's something to where I'm looking at a higher scale to where I can continue to buy more as time goes on. Because I mean, it's a low price. I think I only paid like $200 for it or something. So yeah, I thought the traditional share proposal was withdrawn. It might be up to date though. Yeah, I haven't heard anything else about adding more shares. I thought that was just off the table until next year. I was under the impression it could. only be mined right now. Wait, you paid how much per coin? Um, I paid like six. I think it was 5 or 6 cents, or 5 or 6. It's 0.006. It was 0.005 when I bought it. So I'm up quite a bit. But yeah. So is Doge dead or what? No, Doge is not dead. There's a lot of Doge is moving up, Bitcoin is moving up, Ethereum is moving up. The crypto market is moving up. I don't know if it's going to consistently move up now, but I know that we will see it eventually make that move when altcoins start to come back into play. Have one whole pie in your fridge. What type of pie is this? Apple, blueberry? I love blueberry pie. I can eat a whole blueberry pie. I don't want to because it's a lot of calories, but I will eat a whole blueberry pie because if there is one in front of me and someone says, "Hey, you can have this blueberry pie," I will eat it all. How realistic um, would a hope for Dogecoin getting to a value of $100 in 5 to 10 years? It wouldn't be realistic at all. Not even close. For it to get to $10, yes. They add on 5 billion coins every single year. So for 10 times 5, they're adding on 50 billion coins. They're adding on 50 billion coins in the matter of 10 years, which means that the overall price by market cap would have to end up decreasing. So as high as when you add on supply, the price goes down, right? Because then you're not holding as much supply. Now it's fully possible that people can buy up all of the coin and let it sit there and then grow to a larger amount, but most likely that's not going to happen. The typical hold time is like less than 10 days for right now. And it's probably going to get to a point to where it settles somewhere around maybe $1.20, I would say. Max amount that I can get to as of this year would be $5. $10 is probably at its like complete roof, but I would say the top floor that I have it set at is $5. However, I know a lot of people are going to push out of the position at $1 because that's where a lot of people's ceiling actually is. So realistically, getting to $100 is not even close. A tenth of that maybe. So I don't think Doge is dead. I just think it has less of an opportunity to grow to higher and higher numbers based on the supply that's out there. The supply is so high that it just doesn't make sense. The same thing with like Shiba Inu coin. A lot of people don't factor in the supply when looking at crypto. There's 394 trillion coins, which means that if it gets to $1, that you're going to have $394 trillion market cap. That's ridiculous. It will never get to $1. Now, it can, I wouldn't say never. I wouldn't want to use absolutes. It can, but it would be a crazy, unrealistic market cap. Dang, don't have anywhere I can buy pie. Yeah, you can buy it at, right now, you'd be able to buy it at, where was I at? You'd be able to buy it at gate.io, which is a great platform. I started using it. Obviously, whenever I get the point to where I can transfer this out to my Coinbase wallet, then I will. But right now, I can't do it. So I hold about 28,000 coins and I will continue to buy more. I might buy more after this stream, which is in 20 minutes. So that's just me. I am so hungry and I can feel my stomach making a lot of moves. If Doge gets back to around 50 cents, I'm going to offload mine. Understandable. Yeah, I mean, mine at 50 cents would be worth about $10,000 because I have about 5,000 invested in there at 25 cents. So at 50 cents, it would end up getting me to about $5,000 worth of an increase. So yeah, if you download gate.io or even go into the site and create an account, I think you can easily buy it if you wanted to, and you can actually purchase USDT on Gate.io, I believe. I'm pretty sure you don't have to transfer it like what you have to do with KuCoin, where you transfer Ethereum and change the Ethereum into USDT, change the USDT into whatever thing you wanted. Like that's not what you want to do. Sounds like you were bullish on HNGR. I don't know. Maybe you're getting a code out of it. Pie. It's funny. So yeah, AMC sitting at $43.09. Oh Jesus, that's where it closed. $42.03. It's down about 2.3%, almost 2.4%. The volume today in Webull alone is 1.4 million. If I update Fidelity, it's probably going to tell me somewhere around 3.279 million shares worth of volume in the pre-market. You still have about 45 minutes until the market opens, which means you might have about $4 million worth, or 4 million shares traded back and forth, which is really good. So thank you everybody for watching on Twitch. Thank you everybody for watching on MP Shorts. I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Did you ever get a chance to look at what happened with HCMC in 2015? I didn't. Have you had a chance? Are you asking me because you had a chance, or are you asking me because you really want to know? Because I don't know. HCMC 2015. So I see a Reddit post saying, "Can anyone smart tell me what happened to HCMC in 2015?" Wait, what happened to HCMC in 2013? Anyone smart tell me what happened to this stock when it hit 60K? Was it a short squeeze or what? I can't find anything on the web. Sorry, but I'm kind of new to this, and I think it was really interesting. I think it was a reverse split. Probably several reverse splits, actually. Just Google HCMC split date, and then you will have the data on which date they performed. Either a split or a reverse split in this case. It was a reverse split. Okay, so they did, apparently to get up to some of those levels, it was a reverse split. But that means that you had to split it like by like billions. I mean, I think the amount of shares, I don't know how many shares are actually out there for HCMC, so I'll have to look into it a little bit more. For some reason, when I searched HCMC, it came up with the biggest short squeeze in history. I don't know. We'll figure that out. What do you think about Clover Health investments? I don't really think much of them. I mean, they had a lot of short interest, but that's pretty much it. Yes, I agree. Pancreas swap took me a few minutes to figure out before I decided to follow directions instead of trying to first learn what each step meant. Yeah. G is about to do a 8-for-1 reverse split. That's not good. What do you plan on eating post stream? Probably just cereal or something. I have this protein cereal that I'm really into, but I don't know if I'm gonna eat that. I would love to have waffles, but I don't have any waffles. So whatever. I don't feel like cooking anything. Yeah. You know what? I'm extremely hungry. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna end the stream. It may be selfish, but I'm gonna end the stream. Um, guys, make sure you hit the like button. I really hope that everybody has a great day. I know that some people start to stream in the next like 10 minutes, but guys, make sure you hit that like button. I don't know if Harper just scared Hayden right now. But make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, check out some of the links in the description. It does help out the channel. I appreciate everybody being here, whether you were on the MP Shorts channel at 5 in the morning or you started on, this channel at 6. But I think like I said, my prediction for today, I thought with the fact that we've seen such a high amount of shorts that went through yesterday, and still seeing that we had 100 plus million in volume and we had 56 million in shorts, which is crazy. That means that we had surprise buyers, and I think that today is not going to be the most positive day. I hope we can see it break up to 40, 45 or break past 45. But I think at most we'll see a resistance at 45. My overall thought is that we'll actually see it break below 40 and break past that support level and then end up increasing, finishing above 40, somewhere around 42 where we're hovering right now. So that's where I see it. Hopefully that's not right. I hope we just skyrocket, go through 50, go through 60. That will be phenomenal. And I will make sure if I see it, I will tweet some things out. But that's all I really have for you guys today. I appreciate you being here. And I guess that's it. I'll see you guys later.